So if you've got the DJI Pocket 3 and your footage still doesn't look cinematic, this video is for you. I'm going to show you the exact settings I use for travel that work without color grading, without log, and without overthinking anything. Set this once and just focus on filming. This is for travel creators, solo shooters, or anyone who just wants clean, good-looking footage straight out of camera. If you love color grading, great, but if you don't want to spend hours in editing, stay with me. Most people overthink the Pocket 3 because they think cinematic means complicated, and it doesn't. Cinematic footage comes from good light, stable movement, consistent exposure, and not from advanced color grading. And these settings are built around that idea. For travel, I recommend 4K 30 frames per second. Why 30 frames per second? It gives you a natural motion look. It works well in daylight and indoors, and avoids stutter that some people get when they jump to 24 frames per second without thinking. If you're mostly walking and filming movement, 30p is the safest and clearest choice. Here's where people get stuck. For travel, auto mode is absolutely fine, and in many situations it's actually better. The Pocket 3 does a very good job with exposure, specifically when light changes quickly. If you do use Pro mode, the only thing I'd lock is white balance, and I'll show you that next. And if there's one setting that instantly improves your footage, it's white balance. Auto white balance can shift mid-clip, and that's what makes the footage look amateur. The simple rule is to set outdoors to around 5,600 Kelvin, and indoor warm light between 3,200 and 4,000 Kelvin. And just lock it and forget it. Here's a quick question for you. Do you normally leave your white balance in auto, or do you lock it? Just type auto or lock down in the comments below. For most people, I recommend standard color. Log's great, but only if you want to do color grading. If your goal is clean footage straight out of camera, standard gives you the contrast, color, and consistency without all the extra work. The Pocket 3 is already very stable, but the biggest mistake I see is people walking too fast. So slow down, let the gimbal do its job. Smooth movement beats any setting. So to recap, shoot in 4K 30 frames per second, use auto exposure, and lock your white balance. Use standard color, and these settings work because they're simple, and simple means you focus on storytelling. In the next video, I'll cover the most common Pocket 3 mistakes that ruin footage, so make sure you're subscribed. All right, we're gonna do another take of that whole thing. These settings are built. Why 30 frames per second? It gives you a natural motion. It gives you a natural motion look. Hold on, go back. And avoids stutter that some people get when they jump to 24 frames per second without thinking. Let's do that bit again. Hold on.